I'm Chaz with Board Game Geek, and today Steven from Yellow is going to guide us into the legendary forest with Steven.
Yes. Yep, so this is Legendary Forests. We're going to be coming out with this in May. We're all dryads in the forest, and we're laying down on the forest floor this bed of flowers. So during the course of the game, we'll be building something like this, where we're going to have this tableau, kind of a kaleidoscope, rich color palette of flowers here. But we're each going to be playing the exact same tiles from our own set to our own tableau in the exact same order.
All right.
So we're going to be putting them together differently. I start with my tiles face down. One player does. It doesn't have to be one player or another, but one player is going to have all of their tiles face down. The other players will have their tiles face up.
Okay. So this is technically a 3-player game setup here?
This is a 3-player game setup, and the game is 2 to 5 players. Although with additional copies, you'll see why. You could play with actually a huge number of players if you wanted to. So, all right. So during the course of the game, at the very start, I'm going to take 5 face down tiles out. They'll be out of the game, and nobody's going to know which tiles won't be used. All right. So we all start with number 1, very clearly marked on the back from each of the tiles. And in the randomizer, whichever player is playing the randomizer is going to select a tile and call it out to the other players. Tile number 7. So you'll search through your tiles, you'll find tile number 7. Some people order them and make them easier to find, but it's not tough to just scatter them and find it as well.
I do not have the foresight of organizing.
So you're going to play your tile, and it's pretty intuitive. The colors have to match. There you go. So you're going to put the pink and the pink together. I'm going to make my red together. So you can see already we're starting to diverge a little bit between playing. So the very next tile, I may call out, let's all play tile number 18. So we'll find 18 and put that in play. Now, what are we trying to do?
That is the question I should have asked you. What are we trying to do?
You're only 3 pieces in. 2 pieces, technically. The first one, you didn't have a choice. So we're trying to make these completed stones here. So the completed stones have the potential for being scored in the game. Half stones are never going to be scored at the end of the game. All right? The scoring is all done at the end as well. In enclosed areas and completed areas like this pink area that I have here, or even over here, almost in the red area, this pink area, each of those completed stones is worth 2 points.
All right.
In an incomplete area like this big red area that I have going on over here, each of those completed stones is going to be worth 1 point. The final twist is only areas that have one of these scoring markers on it is going to be scored. So in this condition, this yellow area, this pink area, neither of those will be scored. So how do we get our hands on those tree wooden tokens?
That is the next question I should have asked.
There you go. So anytime that I pull a tile, anytime that I pull a tile with a white backed number on here, like this 24, I'd call this out and I'd say 24, and you'd find your 24. It's pretty easy to find. It's pure pink. We'd both put that in play.
All right.
And then this token's going to rotate around the table during the course of the game. You will then have first choice of a very limited commodity. Now these scale according to how many players we have. It's 2 per player in the game. And you'll be able to choose one of those tokens and play it anywhere on your tableau, not just the tile we just played. So you select one, you place it somewhere that you're going to want to score. So if you're thinking maybe you're going to grow that yellow area over the course of the game, there's potential. But known points are in that pink or that red area if you want to take those.
Now, I noticed, does this correspond yellow on yellow? And
it must go, exactly. So you have to line up the color. So if there are no, let's say, yellow left, and you had a big yellow area that you were working on, and somebody else had drafted all the yellow, now you can you're not going to be able to score that.
That's going to cut my yellow points in half for that section.
Not even, because you won't score that area at all.
Oh, that's right.
At all. Only those areas with the trees on it will score.
How could you, Stephen?
So, well.
Okay, so that is really neat. So you could potentially, you will have to keep an eye on these resources that are available. You just can't go, I'm going to make this huge yellow area.
Exactly, and not pay attention. Somebody else is going to snatch up all the yellow, and you're not going to have anything to score. So.
And since these tiles come in the box, and everyone has their own set of these, You have more
That's
copies of
why.
the game. It's infinitely expandable.
Absolutely. And you're all
Nice.
playing the same tiles in the same order. Now, we can see what tiles are face up and what's remaining. But remember, we took 5 tiles out. And even though I can see your tiles and everyone else's tiles, I can start to play the odds a little bit. If I know I'm going to need a pink that has pink on 2 sides like this, I can hope that 9 comes up. But if 9 never comes out and I needed this tile because of its particular borders, then I might be stuck. In addition, if many of these white-back tiles are out of the game in the stack of 5 that were taken out, we're going to have fewer opportunities to place these scoring tokens. So as the game goes along, you may start realizing, oh my gosh, we're not going to score very many areas. I've seen a couple of games with only 4 scoring tokens.
Really?
And if you're trying to build a really busy forest floor, it may get stuck at the end. So.
Well, that's nice. It's nice to see just a tile placement game like this that can be expandable like that without increasing, the play time or the overhead for it. It's
Yeah, and
nice.
it plays really, really quickly. It plays about 20 minutes, even with 4 or 5 players. Again, because everybody's playing at the same time. You're not waiting a turn for somebody else to take a turn. So it's a game where everybody's engaged and active at the same time.
That's
So,
really nice.
Yeah.
And did you say June was the time?
This is going to come out in May.
In May, even before June.
It's $19.99.
And if you wanted to wait until June, it'll still be available because it comes out
It'll
in May.
still be available. Exactly. Exactly so.
We should have just switched, and I should let you lead this interview. But I appreciate you.
That would not work well, I promise.
Okay, I don't feel as bad. So thank you so much, Stephen, for showing me how to play this. That's legendary for us. And thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, guys.